Let's do a review on 4 very popular Manuka honey companies from New Zealand. They are Wetherspoon, Beans, New Zealand Honey Company, and Hadrell's of Cambridge. At the end of the video, I will reveal which one I prefer. Now, they are all UMF 5 plus or 83 plus MGO, or in the case of Wetherspoon, K factor 12. At this rating, the medicinal properties in these honeys is considered to be very low, mainly good for everyday use. Now, K factor is a grading system so far used only by Wetherspoon. They only use 2 gradings, K factor 12 and K factor 16. They discontinued their K factor 22 some years ago. Now, K factor 12 is about UMF 5 plus or MGO 83 plus, while K factor 16 is about UMF 10 to 15 plus. Their K factor 22 would have been about UMF 20. Now, the least popular grading system is K factor. Their system is based on basically 5 key factors that Wetherspoon has chosen based on New Zealand's agricultural ministry standards. And those factors are, number 1, raw and unpasteurized. 2, it has to be non-GMO, verified non-GMO. Also, it needs to be produced and packaged in New Zealand. It needs to be free of glyphosate pesticides and antibiotics. And it needs to have traceability from hive to home. Now, the main criticism of K-factor system is that it doesn't really test the most important components of Manuka honey, those being NPA, MGO, DHS, or leptospirin levels. So what I want to do is compare these honeys mainly by price, taste, smell, and other factors as well. So why don't we go ahead and get started? Maybe we should start with Wetherspoon and their K factor 12. And maybe I should tell you before I even do that, their price. You can get these honeys off of Amazon. And this particular one was about almost $18. The Hadrell's was about $15. The New Zealand Honey Company Manuka Honey was about $19, and the Beans, or B and Z, this was about $20. Let me go ahead and open this so I can show you what's going on. Their honey is raw, product of New Zealand. All right, let's take a look. There we go. Okay, let's put this aside for just one moment. Let's go ahead, so just to give you from where I'm from where I am, the color is not very dark. It's on the light side. Let's open up the Hadrell's. Interesting. Next up, New Zealand Honey Company. And lastly, beans. Okay, so let's compare the colors. Weatherspoon. I should say that Weatherspoon, it being multifloral, which basically means that their honey is a blend actually of many flower pollen and other pollens as well. Not only from Manuka, from the Manuka plant, it's also a mixture of other plants, the pollen from other plants. Whereas the K factor 16 is monofloral Manuka honey, meaning the honey is wholly made from the Manuka flowers exclusively. Maybe that's the reason why the big difference in color. In a moment, we'll go ahead and taste it. Okay, so what I want to do now is go ahead and give it a smell of the Weatherspoon. The smell is not overpowering. It is it is bold. And as I've described before, it smells like it would smell what you would smell inside a barn. All right, so let's go ahead and taste the Weatherspoon. Or maybe I should just go ahead and show you how light it is. It is, the texture is runny, not on the thick side. Maybe it also has something to do with room temperature. I've noticed that honeys tend to harden, get thick, the colder it is. All right. So let's keep in mind that this honey from Weatherspoon is a mixture, actually, mostly from pollen of Manuka plants and flowers, but they include the pollen from other flowers as well. Bon appetit. I gotta tell you, it tastes really good. It tastes really good. I'm actually surprised at how good it tastes. This honey has that blend I was mentioning of Manuka flower pollen and other pollens as well. Okay, let's try the Hadrels. Let's go in order. Now, this one is raw. I've looked at the jar here and I have not read anything that says that this is raw. I'm assuming that it is, but it'd be nice if they could reassure us by mentioning it. Also as runny, liquidy as the Weatherspoon. Very brown, slightly on the light brown side. So let's see if we give it a taste. Hadrels going in. Bon appetit. It's actually a distinct flavor, a taste, distinct taste. What is that? It almost tastes like some certain fruit that I know I've had, maybe figs. Yeah, it tastes a little bit like figs. It's not unpleasant. It's actually fine. All right. Let me see if we move over to the New Zealand Honey Company. I'm rinsing my mouth from one honey to the other because I just want to make sure that nothing gets in the way of the taste test. All right, so I've done a few reviews already of this company, New Zealand Honey Company, and so far so good. Nothing outstanding in taste of any of them, but they're good, you know. All right, so let's see. Let's do an M for my town, 83. How about that? All right, now this is different. This is thick. This Manuka honey is actually thick. Yep. Interesting. Where are these? Are obviously runny. Yep. Our friends at New Zealand Honey Companies is thick. All right, let's give it a taste. Give it a decent amount. All right, let's see. Bon appetit. It's actually good. It's good. I actually thought it would be slightly bitter, as it being the taste I've encountered with their higher UMF. But it's actually it's pleasant. It's fine. It's fine. I'm not wowed by it, but it's fine. And so far, Weatherspoon with Hadrels in second place in terms of taste. Now, lastly, we'll go ahead and do the beans. And let's see what we got here. Let's brand it again with the M. All right, so this seems to be in thickness, seems to be in between the New England, look at me, the New Zealand Honey Company and the other two. It's slightly thick. Interesting. All these companies are seem to be very popular in the Manuka honey market. That's why I chose them. All right, so let's give it a taste. Bon appetit. Going in. I can tell that so far the taste between this and this is almost identical. Almost. Actually, I would say I would say that they are identical. They're fine. Slightly different in color, but the taste is identical. All right, so the verdict, I would say that taste-wise, I'm gonna have to go with Weatherspoon Manuka Honey K Factor 12 multi-floral Manuka Honey. Taste-wise, it really tastes good. Really tastes good at K Factor 12, which is equivalent to UMF 5 plus or MGO 83 plus. Second would be Hadrell's in taste. Number one, number two, and it's a tie for third place between these two. The smell, well, you know, I'm going to say that these three smell a little bit less funky than Weatherspoon. Looks very different. Weatherspoon stands out in terms of color and taste. I am surprised by that. But the issue that it is not monofloral, that has something to do with it. It has to have something to do with it, because the ingredients are not specifically or wholly from the Manuka flower. It's a mix. Okay, so considering that the price, with the exception of Hadrell's, is similar. You got $20, you got $19, 20, 19, you have 18 and $15. So that is the verdict in terms of everyday use. I would have to say that the Weatherspoon is the best one because it really tastes good. Really tastes good, and it stands out over the rest. And again, it bears mentioning that the medicinal properties in all of these is considered to be very low at UMF 5 plus, MGO 83 plus, and K Factor 12. Okay, so there it is. If you have any questions, please leave your comments. I will do my very best to quickly respond. If you have any suggestions, I do welcome them, absolutely. So there it is. This is My Town 83. My Town 83 on YouTube. Leave a like, because those things really help. Please leave your like, leave your comment. If you could, share the video if you found it informational, useful. There is the option to support this channel by leaving a super thanks. That would be greatly appreciated. And subscribe if you want to be notified as soon as my videos are uploaded. Okay, so thank you so much. I will see you on the next review, and I'll be waiting for any suggestions you have. Okay, thanks. Bye.